There's something I discovered and I would really like to share it. I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. The thing is, I found a pretty amazing hairdresser in Paris. If you're going to Paris, I recommend you go and see her because she's doing what I have always wished a hairdresser would do, which is telling me what she thinks would be the best proportion of hair length versus the length of my face. And she doesn't say that technically, but it is what she does. She feels it, she sees it, and she convinced me that having really long hair wasn't the best for me. I did have long hair when I walked in there, and my idea was to have it even longer. But she said it is weighing you down, it is making your hair look heavy in proportion to your face. And trust me, you will feel better when that is cut off. You will feel more energized. And anyway, she has quite an energetic way of looking at hair because of its structure. It absorbs not only pollution, but it also absorbs energies. So when you feel a little bit off, it's a good idea to wash your hair. Maybe you've already noticed that. That to the side, the thing is, I just had this idea, what if the way she cut it is exactly following the golden ratio proportion? Just an idea, and I measured it, the length of my face till here, right? And then I ask AI, because mathematics is not my strength, what would be the ideal length of hair following the golden ratio? And the answer was exactly the length of this. The golden ratio is this divine proportion. You see it everywhere in nature, and it's a known tool to make things work and visually pleasing. Is this something that you've ever come across, that you could just measure the length of your face and then adjust the length of your hair? You could do this, calculate it, go to your hairdresser and say, I want it exactly like this. Now, another topic is that we have a tendency, it seems nowadays, to have really long hair. Maybe it's more an American thing than a European or let's say French thing, because I'm talking about a Parisian hairdresser. I don't see that much really long hairdos in France or Paris. And I do see quite a bit on, say, YouTube from American content creators. And often that might be because there is an idea of super femininity, look feminine and sensual in a way. And hair is obviously a very sensual thing. But now that I see that the ideal proportion is actually closer to your face than many women wear, I cannot unsee it. I do see that it is wearing the person down, that it makes it too heavy. And it seems that it's just fed by this idea of ultra femininity, that we need to grow very long hair. I just find this quite intriguing, quite interesting. And just to finish this off, I really felt the effect. So I went twice to her now to have a haircut, and I felt it. Not only did I feel indeed lighter, more energized, I could say more myself. Good things have also happened to me. And I'm not saying cut your hair and you will have all the luck in the world. But let's say I'm happy and it all feels like things are coming together. And maybe that can start with having your hair cut in the right length according to the golden ratio, rather than according to an idea of having ultra long hair because it's somehow giving us feminine strength or something. I'm off that wagon, and I'm completely embracing this. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you're wearing your hair, especially if you're giving this a try. I'd really like to hear how you feel about it. Ja, on est contente.
lorsque le cheveu est trop lourd par rapport à une certaine longueur, mais chaque femme est différente, il y a un point. Et ce point, on le voit énergétiquement. Et une fois qu'on a essayé de couper à la bonne longueur, on a allégé, il se passe quelque chose à l'intérieur de nous qui glisse et on est complètement en accord. On se sent plus léger, plus propre, plus frais. Et donc, on se donne justement cette, comment dire, on se sent allégé et donc, ça y est, on est heureuse de se voir dans les glaces, on se sent bien. Et quand on marche pas ferme. On est juste heureuse d'être soi, simplement.
Oui.
Voilà, justement.
Moi, j'ai vécu ça, c'est vrai.
Tu as vécu ça?
Oui.